opening kickoff.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
It's fourth down.
15. Hey, 43. Hey, 57.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
43.
Mahomes going to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Got a man, it's Brown. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Attack!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a run with Warren. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
and goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Here's second and 10.
On the play. Second and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. They'll run it, Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers completes it to Austin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Warren. And he stopped immediately there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here is third and quite a ways.
Attack, attack! Yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
15. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday. Yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Hey, 43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
All right. Hey, 15. All right, go, Woo, lady. Hey, 15. 15. What's that?
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
I go on, 80. Hey, 57 color. Hey, 57. Hey, yellow, hey, go going.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Wow, and that is incomplete. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing now is Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Easy.
Now here's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Go on, hey, 43.
Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
Hey, color.
Mahomes to throw once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
43.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll try to pick it up, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you said, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, now Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 69 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Who's 58?
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
29, Chiefs 8. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Yellow. Easy. 180. 15.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
15.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
On the run, it's Warren. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Warren will try to right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Green 18.
To throw is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Green 18.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they